Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alexa, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing some Kindle setting tips, tricks, hacks, whatever you want to call it. Just some really cool and useful Kindle settings that you may not know about or you might not know how to access. And for reference, I have the 2024 Kindle Colorsoft, but most of the things I'm going to talk about in today's video should work in some capacity across all Kindle models. So let's jump into the first setting on the list. And this is going to be enabling the time on your book pages, as well as allowing yourself to be able to see either the page number you're on, the time left in your chapter, or the time left in your book. So to turn on the time on your Kindle screen, you are just going to click at the top and then click the two A's. You're gonna go to more, and then you're gonna toggle on show clock while reading. And now you have the time displayed on your book pages. I personally don't really like this setting on very much, but I know a lot of people do. So if this is something that you've been trying to figure out how to do, there you go. And then if you wanna see what page you are on in your book, you will just click in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. And sometimes if you're not careful, you might accidentally flip the page, but it's no big deal. You can just flip right back. To display the amount of time left in your chapter, you will just tap the exact same spot again. And then to display the amount of time left in your book, you will do the exact same thing. Just tap that lower left-hand corner. Additionally, if your times are inaccurate, there is a way to recalculate your reading speed. You are essentially just going to tap at the top, click the search bar. You are going to type in reading time reset in the exact way that I have it on the screen. You need to have the exact punctuation and capitalization in order for this to work. After you have typed this in, you're just going to press search and then press the X. And then as you can see in the lower left corner, my Kindle is now calculating my reading speed. So as I continue to read, it's basically going to reset the times. It does take a little bit, but yeah, if your reading speed was miscalculated, this is how you can reset it to a more accurate time. For the next setting, I'm going to show you guys how to set your book cover as your lock screen. You do have to have a version of the Kindle that does not support ads in order to do this. If you have a Kindle that has ads enabled, you are only going to be able to have ads on the lock screen. If you do have ads, you can try and contact customer service and see if they will remove it for you for free, or you can pay a small fee and have them removed. Or if you don't have a Kindle and you're about to buy one, just buy one that does not support ads, and then you will be able to do this. So you're just going to press at the top and then select the three dots on the upper right-hand corner, press settings, screen and brightness, and then you're just going to toggle on show covers on lock screen. And that's all you have to do. Now the book that you are currently reading will automatically set as your lock screen. The next settings I'm going to show you guys are dark mode, brightness, and warmth. These are all just different ways to alter how your screen looks. The Kindle Colorsoft actually doesn't have dark mode. You can change the page color to black, but as you can see here, a lot of the features on the Kindle are still white / in color. I assume because of the color technology that the Kindle Colorsoft has, it doesn't support a full dark mode, but on most other Kindle models, up here where the circle icons are, you will have an option that says dark mode. You'll just tap that and it will put your entire Kindle into dark mode. I personally don't really like dark mode, so I usually just leave it in white anyways, but I know a lot of people love dark mode, so that is how you can change it on your Kindle. In addition to that, this is also where you can adjust your brightness and warmth. Brightness is obviously how light or dark the screen is going to appear. You can also turn on auto brightness here. And warmth is essentially how cool or warm the tone of the screen will be. The cooler it is, the more blue and vivid it's going to be. And the warmer it is, obviously, the more warm and dull it will be. I guess dull isn't necessarily the right word to use, but it's just a bit softer to look at, if that makes sense. So yeah, adjust your screen brightness and warmth and color mode to whatever works best for you. The next setting I believe is only available on the Kindle Colorsoft at the moment. It might be on the Paperwhite Signature Edition also, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't have one. But there's a setting where you can turn on page animations, and the Kindle will basically mimic the look of a page turning. This is what it looks like. So in order to do this, you will tap at the top, press the AA, go to More, scroll down once, and then you'll see the page turn animation option. You're just gonna toggle that on, and then you have page turn animations enabled. This doesn't really make any massive difference or anything, but it's just kind of fun to have on if you like the look of the page turn. The next setting is adjusting your font. The first way you can adjust the font is just to zoom in with your fingers or zoom out with your fingers, and it's automatically going to toggle the font size. You can also press the minus or plus that show up on the screen. Another way to adjust the font is to tap at the top, press the AA, go to font, and you can select which font you want to use. I actually really like the Open Dyslexic font. I'm not dyslexic, but I just really like the way that the font looks. You can also adjust how bold your text is, and then here you can also adjust the size. The next feature I'm going to show you guys is called Xray, and it's super helpful if you are, for example, reading a book with a ton of characters and you don't remember something that a character said or how they're related to a different character or something along those lines. Your Kindle will basically show you every spot in the book that whatever you highlight is mentioned. And so you can kind of flip back between those spots and refresh your memory if you don't remember something. There's a lot of different ways that you could use this feature. That's just how I use it. So in order to do this, you're going to hold down on a specific name or word as if you're going to highlight it. And then you're going to press the magnifying glass and then press this book. And you can either scroll down or up in this view, or you can select one of the highlights and flip back and forth between them like this. That way, if something was mentioned in the beginning of the book and you want to go back, you can quickly review the page that it was mentioned on and then go back to the spot you were on. This is just a really helpful way to refresh your memory without having to flip all over the place trying to find where this person or thing was mentioned. I really, really love that feature. I use it all the time. So if you're a forgetful person, this setting is going to be your best friend. My next tip is kind of specific, but I think a lot of people will find this helpful. If you have ever used a wireless page turner, but the page turner kind of blocks the text of your book, there is a way to adjust the margins so that your page turner is not covering the words on your book. To do this, you're just going to tap at the top, go to AA, and then go to Layout, and here you will see 3 different margins options. It's probably automatically going to be on the first one, but you can select either the second one or the third one to shrink the margins a little bit, and your page turner now fits perfectly without blocking any of the text. For the next setting, if you have ever thought to yourself, I would really like to read my Kindle sideways in landscape mode, you actually can. It's in the exact same spot as the previous setting I just showed. So you're gonna click at the top, press AA, go to Layout, and then under Orientation, you're just going to press the landscape option, and your Kindle is now in landscape mode. I think this is pretty chaotic behavior, but if this is your cup of tea, there you go. And the last setting I'm going to show you guys today is airplane mode. And you might be thinking to yourself, why would I want to use that unless I'm on an airplane being forced to turn it on? Let me tell you exactly why you should be using airplane mode. So I've got 3 reasons that you may want to use airplane mode. The first reason is to allow 100% distraction-free reading. A lot of people read on Kindles for distraction-free reading, but the Kindle does have internet access with like a web browser and the Kindle store and everything. So if you're the type of person that really just can't restrain themselves from being distracted, you can turn on airplane mode and now you won't be able to access the internet. If you're gonna do this, just make sure you have your book already downloaded, otherwise this isn't really gonna work. The second reason you might wanna use airplane mode is it actually saves a lot of battery life. I feel like the Kindle already has really good battery life, but if you do want to save extra battery for whatever reason, just throw airplane mode on and it will definitely save you some battery life. I would also assume that it's probably good for the Kindle overall to leave it in airplane mode if you're not using it. It's probably just going to be healthy for the battery over long periods of time. You obviously don't have to, but of course there's always the option to do so. And the last reason you may want to use airplane mode is to save your loans. What I mean by this is if you use either Libby or Kindle Unlimited, there are limits to how long you can have a book loaned out to you. So if your Libby loan or your Kindle Unlimited loan are running out, you can simply turn on airplane mode and it will basically lock in those loans until you turn airplane mode off. And as for Libby, don't worry, the next person that is waiting in line for the book you have will still get it. I guess this is kind of just a little loophole to keep your loans a little bit longer if you need some additional time. I don't know if they're going to release an update that will allow you to not do that, but at the time that I'm posting this video, that is very much still possible, so take advantage if you need. And with that being said, those are all of the Kindle settings that I have to share with you guys today. There are so many interesting settings available on the Kindle. I could probably make a whole nother video showing you guys more, so if you want more, make sure to let me know in the comments below. But that is gonna be all for today's video. If you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know your favorite Kindle setting. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram and Goodreads. They are always linked in the description below. And make sure that you are subscribed so that you can see more videos from me in the future. But for now, that is all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I need to switch this back immediately. And I also... What was I saying? Okay, that's everything.